A brief message from your friendly neighborhood editing Jordan. We tend to try to keep things pretty PG-13 around here, but this is an improv podcast. So, who knows what we're going to say. Sometimes we throw in some swearing, some sexual content, and some violence. So, as a general warning, viewer discretion is advised. Also to be noted, the opinions stated about a certain tabletop role-playing game are just that, our opinions. We love the game and we like talking about it. So, any criticisms are really just all in good fun. That being said, wizards, please hire us. All right, with that out of the way, let's get on with the show. No, it's not yet. There we go.
I'm gonna get you.
Cosmic Brownie.
So is that the rule to Cosmic Brownie, Chubby Bunny? You have to say Cosmic Brownie, or are you still going to say Chubby Bunny?
Cosmic Brownie.
Okay.
Cosmic Bunny. Perchance.
None of us live near you, so if you choke to death on a Cosmic Brownie during this podcast,
Cosmic Brownie.
Me saying perchance as a joke reminded me of when Taryn unironically said perchance when we were doing the last podcast episode.
No, he said perhaps.
Did he say perhaps? I thought he said
perhaps.
perchance. I'm like 90% sure he
perchance.
said perchance.
I edited it. He said perhaps.
We're gonna look at the receipts after this episode. But
Yes.
anyways,
Cosmic Brownie.
yeah, what he
You're
said.
gonna choke.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Nat One Podcast, aka Nope, because nope, you're not gonna want to hear what we're about to have to say. I'm Pertuset.
I'm Levi.
And I'm Jordan.
So on today's episode, don't worry about him over there. On today's episode, we are going to be doing, we haven't done one of these in a bit. We're going to be doing our little make a random thing title and then explain what our vision for it is, what our idea for it is. The last one we did was, what was the last one we did? We did movies.
That was video game
and then we
symposium.
did video games. Yeah. And we made a little symposium, which kind of got wild. But yeah, so we did a movie one. We did a video game one. Now for this episode, Pertuset, since it was your idea, would you like to introduce what we're doing?
Oh.
Would you like a drink first?
I want to do the book title, D&D One Shot, and then it'll work.
Thank you, Swedish chef.
It's really funny because I swallowed the Cosmic Brownies like 3 minutes ago, but I just keep going up with this. They have no idea. Thankfully, Jordan's editing this out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what Taryn said.
So they'll have no idea that we're going to be using a book title generator to make D&D one-shots based off the titles we receive and explain how the one-shot will work.
Why would I edit that out?
They will have zero context and it'll be very funny. All right, ready? I'm back in.
So let's get into this. What order are we going in? How are we doing this? In fact, because it's one book title generator, it's not like no, I see now. There are categories. I'm dumb.
So I already have one though.
Well, what category are we doing?
I don't know. It depends on how long these take, but
and how many rounds do we want to do is what I'm saying.
That's a bit of an older one now.
Autobots roll out.
I honestly pick one of the categories. All three of us pick one category, the one that you absolutely want us to try, and we'll get through that. And if we still have time, we'll do all of them.
Okay.
All right. Taryn, you're gonna be the dictator because you're here, and we can't really have you not here. At this point, you're like our mascot. So I think I've said that before.
Like from the Genshin Impact event.
Taryn's a featured guest. He has not been bumped up to series regular yet. It's coming.
Wow, thanks.
All right, Taryn.
Next season.
So here's where you're our starter pistol, and then also you'll have to decide who's like. Yeah, I know. Let's make it more interesting. Off the cuff, Taryn's gonna decide the winner, which one shot he would play in each time, and then and then that's who picks the next category.
Okay, he's the umpire.
Yeah,
Sorry.
He's the DM of the one shot creation.
No
game.
way.
Yeah.
So here's the categories: adventure book, children book, drama, fantasy, horror, humor, mystery, nonfiction, romance, and sci-fi.
I want sci-fi.
Well, Taryn starts us off with a cat. We're all going to be in the same category.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
No.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna go with the nonfiction
I
category.
knew it was coming. All right. Generate your nonfictions. And pick a...
Oh, this isn't that bad.
It's not, actually.
I'm good. I'm ready.
I'm good.
I got mine.
Mine's
This could not
taking
have
a
gone more
second.
perfectly.
It's not loading. Hold on. Why are all of my titles about fools?
Because you fool.
It has a particular theme it wants you to go for, Jordan.
Apparently.
Mhm.
Or it's just calling me a fucking moron.
That's also true.
Don't say swears. YouTube doesn't like them.
Fuck.
Yeah, it is. It is cracking down on those recently, actually.
I'll bleep it.
Spotify's fine.
You're
I
gonna
think I
just
have
start
an idea.
saying a bunch of shit and you'll just bleep it all out.
We'll see.
I saw a funny bleep recently where someone just played the audio of the curse word backwards whenever they cursed.
Oh, I should start doing that. That would be funny.
What the cuff?
Or do the Wes Anderson method. What the cuss?
My
You cussing at me?
entire reaction to Wes Anderson every time. Oh, haha, I get it.
Because the man's a comedic genius.
All right, Jordan, you have yours.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Taryn, pick who goes. Pick the order. Pick the turn order.
Let's have Jordan go first since she was the last to lock it in.
I hate
Okay,
it.
who's second?
Pertuset.
Okay, then Levi's third.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan, tell us, what is the name of your one shot and how does it work?
It is called Insects and Followers. And so since it is nonfiction, the party is trying to create a cult based around the dung beetle. And so the entire object is to gather cult followers to worship the great dung beetle. And you will have to like find other bugs and yeah, insects. Very charisma based, probably a D6 system.
Okay. Questions.
Uh-huh.
Time for questions. I have a question.
Mhm.
Who's the BBEG?
The BBEG is the FBI that is trying to dismantle this cult because cults are not a good thing.
I have a question.
Yes.
How many roles are there? Like classes in D&D, how many roles are there going to be? And if you can answer, what are they?
I mean, I don't have it fully designed yet, but I feel like all the different roles in a religion are what you would need. Like, somebody name the roles in a religion.
A priest?
Yeah, you probably need a couple of
A
those.
deacon?
I guess it depends on the religion, right?
Well,
like,
well,
do you have a Dalai Lama?
Prophet?
Yes.
High priest?
You would fill, and then somebody obviously has to make the Kool-Aid, but that's
Messiah?
like an alchemist type thing.
Do you base
No, the
anything off
Messiah is the
caste
dung
system?
beetle.
Any?
Do you have
any
the Ponchin
untouchables?
Llama?
What, Taryn?
Do you have the Ponchin Llama? I'm actually asking because he's been missing for 20 years.
Huh?
The Ponchin Llama is who decides who becomes the next Dalai Lama once the Dalai Lama dies, and the Ponchin Llama has been missing for like 20 years.
So then who's the Dalai Lama?
This is why we don't let you speak normally.
Well, the Dalai Lama hasn't died yet, Jordan. The
Yeah.
last one hasn't died yet, but he is very old.
Yeah.
This is just Taryn making sure that no one's figured out that he's taken the Ponchin Lama.
Yeah,
and has
exactly.
locked him in his basement.
This
Mhm.
does raise a good
That's
question,
what that
though.
skeleton in your guys' basement is.
No, that's just Mortimer.
That's what they
Uh-huh.
wanted you to think.
That may or may not have been his name.
I need to like go through every episode and see. I need to time how long it took us to get off track because this one is up
This has
there.
been quick.
This one. That does raise a good question, though, Jordan. What happens if your players fail?
Then you incur the wrath of the Great Dung Beetle and you're arrested by the FBI.
Both?
Yes, it's
Is
a
the
very
dung beetle
bad
a
outcome.
metaphor for the United States government?
No, it's quite literally the United States government. The FBI is
Oh.
going to stop you from making the cult.
It's the Federal Bureau of
The
Insects.
FBI is the dung beetle?
No.
It's an Ouroboros.
Well, it could be a cover-up. Conspiracy?
There's a
Conspiracy
rival
TTRPG.
insect cult that controls the FBI, and they're trying to stop the dung beetle cult.
Ah, the bung deedle. I'm familiar.
This has gone from making a one-shot to making an entirely new TTRPG.
I said it was
The
going to be a
bung beetle.
D6 system.
And I'm kind of here for it. I like it.
But audience, if you want the Dung Beetle Cult versus FBI TTRPG, let us know in the comments. We're getting right on it if we get like a single comment that's not one of us.
No, if we get a single comment and somebody supports our Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on it. Last question. Where does the campaign start, or is it like randomized? Where are we dropping, boys?
The Museum of Natural History, obviously in the bug section.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the ancient history
I
section.
thought you were just going to end that statement with obviously and not in the bug section. So I thought you were going to say the Museum of Natural History, obviously. And I was about to be like, what?
That too. Like, where else would it start?
I thought it was going to start in Quantico with the FBI, but
You're not playing as the FBI. The FBI is the BBG.
I thought I was escaping from them at first.
That's the first expansion pack is now you can play as the
You can play
FBI.
as the FBI.
This is just that one game. Is it Plague Inc? And then there's the redemption version where you cure the plague.
Yeah.
No, now they have Rebel Inc. and then they'll have Alphabet Agency Inc., which
Okay, well, any final notes you want to add in consideration for the DM of this one-shot campaign?
I feel like there are expansions that can be purchased that give you greater selection of bugs. It doesn't have to just be dung beetles.
That makes it worse, honestly.
I think you mean better.
I don't.
Quite literally a hive mind if you pick bees.
Well, DM.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10 dung beetles, what do you give this one shot?
Well, if we're talking about dung beetles, it's 10 dung beetles, but on a scale of 1 to 10, good, it's probably like 7.
The DM has spoken.
Okay.
I'm up next. So, I bring you some of the options I had available were Kings of the Universe, Capitals of the Sky, what are some other? Mother of Androids. What did I pick? Farms per country. So, here's what happens in my one shot. It's nonfiction, right? So the players begin their adventure in just a Pangea-like. It's nonfiction. In the beginning. You start in Mesopotamia. Don't care how. Make your character. Maybe you're from the future. Maybe you're from the past. Maybe you're from Star Wars. You're in Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
And your goal is to have the most farms per country by any means necessary.
I hate farming. The hunter-gatherers stand around my fields and shout, "Go,
Wheat Boy, go!"
Exactly. But in this game, it's still a party game. It's like party system. You all own a farm together, or a country, I guess, with farms. So it's up to you and your party to give the task. Okay, you're going to protect us from the hunter-gatherers that say, "Go, Wheat Boys, go." Or you're going to be actually farming. You're going to be the tiller. That's the job. And you can eventually expand and evolve into different ways. It's just a civilization game, but it's tabletop.
You have to ensure the expansion and foundation of agriculture in
Yes.
society.
So you remade Catan.
No, because it's a tabletop role-playing game. There is no like turns necessarily, except for in combat. You have fully fleshed out characters with lives who communicate in their downtime.
How the fuck are you playing Catan?
You're not playing Catan like that? This is why it took us so long when we went to Colossal Con.
I'm more of a hunter-gatherer.
Traitor!
Go, meat boy, go.
You can go into just different branching paths, you know? You can be an aggressive, like, expansionist type where you don't really farm your country. You just enslave people to farm your country by beating them up. The hunter-gatherers.
This
pills?
is still just sounding like Catan.
Instead of mass combat, are you going to have grass combat?
That was really funny. What's my score, Taryn?
You can't add extra points because he fake laughed at your joke. I actually laughed. I just muted myself.
Yeah, we're gonna give that a 6.
Out of?
This.
9.
I thought it was 10.
No.
Okay, so I got a 7 out of 9.
We never said it had to be uniform for each one.
Yeah, no, Jordan had a 7 out of 10, Pertuset had a 6 out of 9.
So Jordan has a 70% and Pertuset has a 66.6%. Repeating, of course.
Yeah, of course, obviously.
All right, Levi, present your nonfiction title.
All right.
Or one shot.
So, my nonfiction title is a Fatal-like. Now, I know that sounds bad, but wait and let me know. It's not Fatal-like in what you would attribute Fatal to. It's Fatal-like in that is an extremely overcomplicated system for no reason that requires you to have several tables and possibly an extensive background in quantum mechanics to play the game. My nonfiction TTRPG one-shot is called United Time Travel, in which your team of characters is attempting to... It's a very flexible one-shot. You can have some kind of bad event in the past happening, but the whole goal is for them to figure out how time travel works so that they can go into the past and undo the bad event. Now, I was thinking it was going to be something that, like, maybe it happens over the course of, like, a week, so they would have, like, specific goals that they had to reach each day, and then at the end of the day, they could have, like, little downtimes where they talk to each other, see what's going on, yada, 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 and then the next day comes and it's like, oh, this new obstacle has happened in your research or something like that, and that's like the combat. It's like research, but it's combat, right? So it's like they're not actually fighting enemies; they're fighting like math, and that's them solving it. And if you actually understand how the math works, you get like advantage and stuff, and it gives you bonus if you like can actually do the equation on your own. It like you get bonuses and perks for that. And that's why it's a Fatal-like, because it's extremely overcomplicated and has like dozens of different tables that require like 2D 100s to roll, and then you also roll a D1000 to determine this one thing. And yeah, United Time Travel.
Every time I ever did math homework in high school, it always ended in tears. I feel like this will also end in tears.
So you would have disadvantage on everything.
Can I still time travel?
If you succeed, if you figure it out, that's the end goal. So you're all united in your pursuit of time travel.
So do the players themselves actually have to invent time travel?
Well, we'll leave that up to them.
I would like to maliciously halt the progress immediately.
Like in the game?
Yes, I would like to immediately become an obstacle myself and begin killing my fellow researchers.
Okay, that's allowed.
Do you have a reason, or is this just because
No.
you're choosing chaos? Okay.
Okay, that you can do that. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to make the game very fun because it does have in the title, it has United. So the whole point is kind of for everyone to get along. It's not one of those TTRPGs where like it's like a get along one. That's kind of the point. Like original Monopoly.
I have gotten all of the other players to agree with me that we're going to just kill each other.
Okay. Then we just revert back to like I don't know, D&D 1E. That's my rules. It goes back to 1E rules if you want to kill each other in real life.
Becco.
In real life. Wait a minute, I caught that.
Huh? What?
Don't worry about it. We're not planning anything.
I'm certainly not. I don't know what Taryn's talking about down there.
I'm scared.
It was just a Freudian slip on my end.
Good thing I'm in a different state.
That doesn't make it better.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I need to know. Would Taryn have advantage or disadvantage in this?
Did he go dead silent for you guys too, or am I crazy?
No,
I
he's
think
not.
you're
Yeah.
just crazy.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
hear any of you. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, it's a Levi
Oh.
problem.
I don't know
Oh
what's
man,
going on.
I was doing the thing. I was trying to like
Oh.
I was opening my
Beef
mouth
up.
open and down and like not
Okay,
making
I've got
sound.
audio back.
Dang it. Can't fake it now.
Okay, what did you say? Because I missed that completely.
Would Taryn have advantage or disadvantage in this?
Taryn, what's your understanding of quantum mechanics?
Decent. Mid-level.
Can you prove it to me?
Sure, give me a problem.
Second.
Are you gonna Google quantum mechanics problems?
I see the screen lighting up.
He's gonna fail. Obviously, he does not know quantum mechanics.
That's what you think.
Mans has Chat GPT on the ready for this question.
Why beat quantum?
I just want the
quantum
problem.
mechanics that completely? When is a Joradar?
Mhm.
That's me all
Comic
day. My
Bonnie.
brain has been scrambled.
Wait.
I'm 4 days into a 6-day work week. I'm low energy.
Wait.
Waiting.
I introduced the concept of Roko's Basilisk to the library today.
I saw a video about that literally today.
IYK?
YK.
Well, we're all safe then.
True!
Yeah.
Right, Jordan?
Do you know about it, Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
You do know about it?
Mhm.
So then, are you in support or not?
I
What
think
do you say?
I'll leave that.
You unmute.
Are you
Well,
safe, Jordan?
It's kind of an impossible paradox, anyways, because if it did exist, we'd all be dead. So,
Yeah.
or not dead.
We're not
Or
dead.
not dead. And I choose to not be dead.
Anyways, the potential well is the region where the particle is confined in a small region. In general, the potential of the confined region is lower than the surroundings. Solve for the infinite potential well.
What do you mean there?
7.
Solve for the infinite potential well?
The potential well is the region where the particle is confined in a small region. In general, the potential of the confined region is lower than the surroundings.
Okay, then it's negative infinity.
7.
The potential of the system is defined as V equals 0, negative L, less than X, less than L, infinity, otherwise.
7.
So I was partially right.
No,
Half credit?
I don't think, I think Taryn would have disadvantage.
God. Okay.
With that in mind, Taryn, what is Levi's score?
We're gonna give that an E out of 4.
Ah, there we go.
What?
I'll take it.
What is the exact math on that? It's 2.7182.
Well,
Percent or total?
Total. It's
Oh, that means I got a
2.7182
200%.
out of 4.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Why is it out of 4?
I don't know.
well,
Makes things
either
interesting.
way, in a surprising
Doesn't know quantum mechanics.
twist of fate, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check my math on that one.
Yeah, no, I think that's Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan's dub, barely. Levi almost had you. Levi was 0.01 off.
Heck yeah.
Wait, so I had 69?
You did, and I did too,
Nice.
technically. What the heck? All right, Jordan, what's your genre of choice?
Oh, there's so many good ones. Children.
Now, don't say that, but I understand what you mean.
Let's what do you mean? Let's do children, like children's stories.
Aha.
Okay. We will make D&D one-shots out of titles generated for children's stories.
Yes.
It's done. I've got mine. I'm done. I got it.
I don't yet.
I'm ready. Green Terran.
All right, is everybody ready?
No. Okay, I picked it. I've picked one.
Okay, we're going Pertuset, then Levi, then Jordan.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
This is intended as a TTRPG for children and young teens. It is called Pigs of Silver. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now hold with me here, all right? The pigs are silver.
That's crazy.
But wait, there's more. You play as something you want, probably yourself, but you're like a little kid and you have like a noodle for a brain. So maybe you want to play as a cat or your dad. I don't know. Either you can play as it and you have to get these pigs that are silver with whatever you are. And if you choose to play as like a worm, you're probably not going to get many pigs of silver. But if your dad is like a professional pig wrangler, you probably got a good shot.
But I think the question is, would the pigs love me if I were a worm?
Nope. Only pigs of gold do that.
So is there a set number of things you can play as, or is it just like anything you want?
This is very PM heavy. Pig manager. This is dependent on them. So if the kid comes to you and says, I'm going to be playing as a dragon, it is up to the PM to determine the modifiers that would apply and abilities for the character sheet.
So if a kid was like a really smart kid, like, because even that, they're rare, but they happen. And they were like, I want to play a character that pigs really like and want to be around all the time. Is that's legal? That's allowed?
Yes.
What if I ask to play as a pig?
You can. But here's the thing. This is where the teen side of the game kicks in. Because the pigs of silver are actually currency units, which you can then use to buy farms to further develop your country.
Oh, God damn it. It's a tie-in.
It's
a
a
tie-in to farms and country.
Is that allowed? Is that allowed?
I'm
Umpire.
gonna say it is allowed, but points off for being a sequel.
Not a sequel, a prequel.
Not even a prequel. It's just the same game. It's
just
part
DLC.
of the same game. Yeah.
It's still gonna be a 3 out of 5.
I'll tell
That's
you.
a pretty decent score.
Taryn, change the interval.
No. They're all gonna be out of 5 this time.
Okay, at least there's that.
I've said my piece. Pigs of Silver, coming soon. Wishlist on Steam.
Every single one of these is going to be a tie-in to farms and country.
Farms per country.
Farms per country, sorry.
That's worse.
Okay, was it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me remember which one I was doing. Where were you? Okay. So, my TTRPG, my one-shot TTRPG is going to be very similar to Monster of the Week. I'm sure we're all familiar with Monster of the Week. It's a nice little... shut up, Taryn. It's a nice little short form TTRPG that allows for almost like a cartoon like weekly, episodic kind of play style. So I present to you Ghosts and Kids, inspired by Monster of the Week and Scooby-Doo. It's Scooby-Doo, but in D&D. You just go around and solve ghost mysteries as like young kids, as like tweens. And it's just like, it's like Monster of the Week, but instead of like having violent roles, you have roles that allow you to like investigate things, uncover traps. You have like Scooby and Shaggy would have been like really lucky. They had like a really high luck stat. So they like managed to uncover the mystery by just managing to do like good luck stuff, even though they suck at everything else. That's a route you could take, because you could be really lucky. And then like Fred would be really, there's like charisma, so you can like you can make deception checks to make the ghost think you're gonna do something, but really you do something else, and you can deceive the ghost. And then that's how you can like catch them. You can set up your own traps for the ghost, stuff like that. It's Scooby-Doo with kids, Monster of the Week kind of style format. No violence though. It's not violent. It's you're solving mysteries.
Okay.
Can it be violent?
Not the 12 and under version. There's a 13 plus version that can be violent, but not the 12 and under version.
I was gonna say, what if I just wanted to like flat out kill whoever was doing like the culprit?
The rules don't equate for that in the 12 and under version. You got to do the PG-13 version for that.
Is there the ability to do single player?
Like single player, just you and a DM, or like just you?
Both.
You and a DM? Sure. Just single player? I don't know. I don't think so. Why? Why are you saddened by that? What?
I wanted to play it.
You got TJ.
He's not here anymore.
Oh,
That's also factually accurate, by the way.
oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 5.
You only got that 4 out of 5 because of my joke at the end.
I'll take it.
Alright, Jordan's turn.
All right. So my one shot for the children's titles is called Lumby's Lair. It is a child-friendly playthrough retelling of Dante's Inferno.
You had my attention, now you have my interest.
Oh no.
So you go through the layers of hell, guided by Lumby, and your party must encounter the trials and tribulations of a PG, child-friendly version of the Circles of Hell.
This is just the plot of the Disney World Winnie the Pooh ride.
What?
You're not wrong.
So
I'm the bounce, motherfucker.
I have never been on the Disney World Winnie the Pooh ride, and I'm not
There's-
sure if I want to now.
they're so Disney pilled. See, I have, but I'm like, oh.
So yes, that's my pitch, is child-friendly Dante's Inferno, but instead of Virgil the poet, it's Lumby.
So how do you win?
You win if you make it through all of the layers of hell with your sanity intact.
Well, what the
There's
bottom?
a sanity mechanic.
This is just the Inferno, right? This isn't the whole Divine Comedy, right?
Yes.
So you win when you find Satan.
Yes. And you have to befriend him.
He's frozen.
Only like half of him.
That doesn't mean you can't befriend him.
I think that's explicitly what that kind of means.
Oh.
For a child-friendly version,
This
no.
isn't the Inferno, though, Pertuset. This is
No, it's
Lumby's
Lumby's
lair.
lair.
So who's at the bottom then, Bumbler? Skimbopolis?
What's Lumby backwards? I
was trying to think of, but it wasn't coming to me.
Ibmal? Which actually does sound
Yeah,
kind of like a devil
Yibmal.
name.
Yep,
Yibmal,
there we
yeah,
go. It's Lumby
Yibmal.
backwards. Yep.
And
This
then
is twin
Yibmal-
brother.
Yeah.
Uh,
And whoever befriends him first wins.
Yeah. Or you can take the path and work as a party to befriend him and add him to the party, and then you all be friends.
Yeah.
How do you lose?
You lose if your sanity runs out.
If your sanity runs out, do you then like wake up and realize that it actually is Dante's Inferno and everything is horrible and awful
Yes.
and terrible?
That is
No,
exactly what it is.
that's whenever you pull the private police force on the kid playing.
What are you talking about?
Darren, that doesn't work. We weren't talking about that on the podcast.
What?
Talking
It
about
doesn't
what?
matter. It's fine. It's all.
What is he?
Yeah, Pertuset.
I think we picked the wrong umpire, man. I think
Who else?
look at my umpire, man. I'm going to jail.
True.
So yes, that's my pitch. Child-friendly divine comedy.
Well,
It's giving Call of Cthulhu, I think. It's
yeah. It
Alright, Taryn.
seems. I'm gonna give that a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay, that's better than I thought I was gonna get. Honestly,
How does Pigs of Silver lose to Lumby's lair?
well, it just did, sweaty.
Lumpy
So
will eat your fucking pigs.
I asked how.
you just saw how it just
I
happened.
don't think I did. The only thing I saw was my private police for
Oh.
All right, Levi, pick the next genre.
Next genre. You know I had to do it. I'm going with sci-fi.
Huh.
Oh no.
You want to talk about sci-fi, do you?
I do want to talk about sci-fi. None of these are good titles. What the heck?
I have an astounding one. I am ready.
I'm ready.
I'm not. I'm taking the longest here. Wait. I'm good. Okay.
Okay, then we're going. Levi then Jordan. Choose it.
Okay. Well, mine is this one is it's based off of the Starfinder system, just for ease of access. It's already got some of the sci-fi rules and mechanics in there. But the one shot specifically within this system is called Origin of the Truth. And the idea of this one shot is you're a team of special forces agents that were sent in by the space government entity to eliminate a group of insurgent rebels. But as you make your way through this dungeon, which is a space station, you slowly uncover, as you're eliminating these rebels, the truth that they were actually rebelling against the government because they were trying to stop them from enacting a horrible genocide plot against another alien race in order to profligate their race, your race, which in this case we'll say is probably humans across the galaxy. And at the very end of the one shot, it's going to be like Mass Effect. You're going to have like a choice. Do you side with the government and you're like, yeah, we still don't like the rebels. We human supremacy. Let's go. Or are you going to be like, what the heck? This is fricked up, man. And you go against the human government, in which case that gives the DM opportunity to slingshot that into a full-blown campaign. If they want to, but they don't have to, because that's a very good endpoint. That's it. Any questions or comments?
Two.
Oh, okay.
First question.
Okay.
Can I be an outsurgent?
An outsurgent?
No, you said there were insurgent rebels. I want to be outsurgent.
Outsurgent.
Mm.
That it's just a word. That's just a word. If an insurgent is just a word.
No, he's on to something. Can
Is
you?
he? Okay. Well, tell me what an outsurgent would be. I need to know what an outsurgent would be.
I don't know. That seems like it'd be up to you, doesn't it?
What about
that's
a
a game dev
mid-surgent?
thing.
So it's
Well,
not
if that's
in
the
or
case,
out.
I don't know what an outsurgent would be, so I'm not going to put it in the game.
Mark that down, Taryn. Mark that down.
I feel
Yeah,
like that's
yeah, of course.
limiting playability, like player
Well, this is
versatility.
already limited within the Starfinder rules, so if you have a problem with that, you can take that up with, who made Pathfinder and Starfinder? I forget.
Paizo.
Yeah.
Quazo.
You shouldn't have said that. Look what you did.
I knew what I was doing. It was intentional.
Live tiger reaction.
Me when Pertuset sends in his private
I dropped my
Quazo
soda.
army.
Second question. Can I go on the opposite side and attempt to exterminate all the humans?
Like you're trying to figure out what the humans are gonna do to exterminate the other race. So you want to? Yeah, that's completely. Yeah, you can do that.
It gives it bonus points for options.
That would be like the hardest route to take, but it would be possible.
More
Do I have to
farms.
be human?
No.
I need no further answers.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's based off of Starfinder. There are other races in Starfinder besides human. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a good old 7 out of 10.
I'll take it.
Yeah, good. Here, Jordan, I think. Yeah.
Okay. My sci-fi title of my one shot is called Experience of Electricity.
Okay.
So the party will be the electricians on a spaceship, like a Starship Enterprise type deal. And so that's going to be your whole goal, is keeping the spaceship flying and keeping the electric supplies going. However, if you roll poorly, that's when we introduce the car battery mechanic.
The what mechanic?
You heard me. It's called Experience of Electricity.
Why are we powering spaceships with car batteries?
Oh, you're not powering the spaceship with a car battery.
Yeah,
I mean, what else are they gonna be powered by, Levi?
Not car batteries.
I think I understand how the car battery is used, and
It's called Experience of Electricity. If
This
you're
is
an
cursed
electrician,
knowledge.
and you
I'll
do your
experience
job-
electricity, all right.
Exactly. If you're an electrician and you do your job very, very poorly, you are going to experience electricity. Therefore, the car battery.
Jordan invents first 4D TTRPG, but instead of smells, it's electric shock
You're
therapy.
gonna shock people in real life with a car battery?
Ooh, that's a 1. Get it.
You're just gonna include a car battery in the box set?
Sold separately, but there will be like a special vinyl wrap around the car battery, so it's consistent with the branding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think that it would be kind of more funny to introduce the wall power mechanic if they mess up really bad.
See, I feel like that's a lawsuit waiting to happen, so I think we better stick with the car battery. Although you're free to introduce your own homebrew wall mechanic if you so choose.
True. This sounds very much like it's in the electrician management hands. The EM.
Y'all gonna be raising my electricity rates, and let me tell you, when I'm through, there won't be anyone to pay them.
Well, I mean, that's the other reason for the car battery, because we don't want to spike anybody's electric bills.
Yeah.
So yes, Experience of Electricity.
It sounds like oxygen not included, but to the nth degree. I should just make that into a TTRPG, but the room is running out of oxygen rapidly.
I feel like this might qualify as a war crime.
It's just
a
a
Definitely
regular
torture. Yeah,
It's just a crime. It's not. I mean, it could be a war crime if done in wartime. Yeah,
I'll
but,
blame
like,
you if I develop a Pavlovian response to being electrocuted, which I will.
It's
This is a
certainty.
guarantee. Yeah. What it will be, I'm not sure.
Which way? TTRPG player, Pavlovian response, some kind of sexual moan, or Pavlovian response, I don't know. I did something that's not
Violent
that.
outburst.
Yeah, violent outburst, Tourette's.
Start beating somebody profusely.
Rage mode. Watch out, guys. I'm getting ready to enter my rage mode.
For barbarians to rage in this system, they have to be electrocuted.
Why are there
first.
barbarian electricians?
That's the only class electrician and
Barbarians
barbarian
can be
electrician.
anything they want to be. Me.
All right, turn.
Oh, this is at least a 9 out of 10.
Keep in mind, if this existed and you played it, you would be dead.
I
Many
would
times
love
over.
this game.
All right, well,
Very briefly,
I
yeah.
don't think I can beat that one. I can try my best though.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, did that go through? Did you? Okay, there we go. The one I got is called Joy of a Nuclear Winter.
Boy.
So, a nuke was just dropped. It's like Fallout, but instead of being set in the 19-somethings, it's instead set in the 1500s. How'd the nuke get there? That's part of the mystery, isn't it?
This is what happened after the time travel United thing went very, very badly.
I'm not doing any tie-ins with this one. I'm not doing any tie-ins with
The
this.
spiritual successor.
Good.
And now, it's up to you to find your joy in this nuclear winter. The game starts in like at the end of November. You have to head into winter. The first year after the nuke, several nukes were detonated across the world.
You know that's a nuclear winter doesn't happen just in like winter.
And so, after some time has passed, the nukes have caused rapid technology improvements, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They have, because some of the casings were found, and they're like, "What the heck?"
How did they get to them? How did they get to the casings?
Well, that's the mystery, isn't it? Right? And also, maybe there are cults that worship radiation
Well, that would make sense. I could
and the
understand
nukes,
Yeah.
probably.
that. Yeah, I could get that. Yeah.
And so maybe they find a cult that's like we love technology, so we send in our poor to go get the bits from our gods, dead god bits.
Question:
Yeah,
Can you, since you said it's set in the 1500s,
yeah.
can you play as like a radical Inquisition, Christian Inquisition that's trying to completely annihilate these cults off the face of the planet?
Well, see, that's just it, right? It's like this is like boilerplate fantasy world, 1500 style, like technology and stuff, and it's up to your DM if it's gonna be like imagine this in Vivia. It can be a homebrew setting. It can also be real life. Boom, have fun.
So the answer is yes. The answer is that could be a yes.
And I'm stealing Jordan's idea. If you fail, a nuke sets off. It comes with the game.
Hey, that's plagiarism.
Nuh-uh, it's
Well,
better.
what is failing? What is failure in this?
It's kind of like Nickelodeon, and whenever you say the magic word, you get slimed, except you set off a nuke.
So there's like a one bad word you're not allowed to say for the session, and if you say it, it all goes wrong.
Session? No, the whole game.
Every time that something goes wrong, you slowly lower the aluminum cover onto a core of plutonium
No.
until it goes super critical.
Will you beat the radiation, or will you find the joy of a nuclear winter?
We're gonna give that a 9.5.
Go!
Damn it.
Let's go!
The nuclear radiation is very funny. So,
Aaron, would I get any more points if I told you that that's originally what sci-fi was supposed to be? Mine.
I knew
it
that
was,
already.
yeah. Oh,
Well, now I know how Darren feels about sci-fi. He thought it was a 7 out of 10.
yeah.
Probably the
you
highest
didn't get
ranking.
to finish it.
Probably the highest ranking out of everyone in this group.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
I like
that's what happens
sci-fi.
when a campaign
I
ends
hated
because they
sci-fi.
shit
I know you did. I
themselves.
like
I
sci-fi.
liked Bucius.
I do like
Uh,
Lucius.
I played awful characters during that campaign.
I didn't mind
I-
my character. I liked the
Everything
setting. I
went
thought it was
wrong
fun.
so fast.
I liked my first character.
I just don't particularly enjoy sci-fi settings myself personally.
Yeah.
This has been well established on the podcast and outside of the podcast.
I'm sorry, what are your opinions on sci-fi? I don't think I've ever paid attention.
It's funny because I know that's not going to get edited out.
No.
It's just going to be my sharp inhale.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, Pertuset.
Jordan, I think that you should make the sharp inhale the bleep sound effect for any curse words in the video.
Oh, no. Here's it. I win. My rules now. My private police force will dictate it as such. Taryn?
Yeah.
You now have to make 3 one-shots for each of us. And you have to assign them to us as like, this is the one I think is
Oh.
best for you. However, using that website I sent you, they have to be romance ones.
Okay, I caught basically none of that because my Zoom cut out. What?
Do it with that much information.
Go. No. Open that link.
Mm-hmm.
Click romance.
Where?
It's toward the first box. There's at the bottom. There's all the genres. Just give him a minute.
You got it, Tara?
I don't
You
see
see where
it.
it says book title generator and then it says contain word included quantity generate right under that.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Okay. Click romance.
Okay.
Now, you're going to use 3 of the titles given,
Mhm.
make D&D one-shots, explain how they work, then give 1 to each of us.
You have to assign it to each of us.
Yeah. So there'll be one for each of us. You should have 3 total and 1 for each of us. This is the final task.
Okay.
Go. Dance,
Okay.
monkey. Go, weed boy, go.
If we
Okay,
agree with your assignings, you win. If we disagree, we win.
Okay. So I'm explaining what these are as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, is he assigning them to us as in we would DM them, or is he assigning them to us just based off of our personality?
Whichever he wants.
Okay.
I'm not stopping him. This train has no brakes. Someone should probably alert the conductor.
It's like astrology. Not the train, him assigning it to us.
Oh, I was really on that train thing, man.
Yeah, I know. I could tell based off of your expression. You were very confused.
Yeah, I fully thought you were talking about the train.
Okay, the first one that we're gonna do is talk about the wife. This is going to be another Fatal like, but in the other way, and that's all that we're gonna say about that. And
I get that?
yeah, you're the one that talked about Fatal first of the episode.
Enjoy. Who let this guy on the podcast?
Okay.
Next.
Next we are gonna do Blood in My Garden. This is gonna be a murder mystery thing. It's gonna be like TTRPG combined with a murder mystery dinner.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna have somebody. The DM is gonna be like the host of the dinner, and they're gonna assign who the murderer is. And the antagonist of the story is actually going to be like a player character as well. So everybody gets to participate in it. There are no actual NPCs. There is only the setting and the clues left behind.
What's the romance?
That was my question.
It's the garden and the
antagonist?
blood. It's blood in my garden.
I think the antagonist should have to seduce everyone in order to kill them.
Yeah,
and it
that
has
makes
to be
sense.
actual RP between players.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So who's this one going to?
Yeah, Jordan, you get this one.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Enjoy, Jordan. I get the next one.
Mhm.
Surely it can't be worse than the last two.
I was with you until the seduction mechanic for the murder mystery.
Hey,
The
that was the
seduction
editor.
mechanic.
The editor put that in there. We can't judge Taryn based off of that one. That was an editor's suggestion.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm judging you two.
She's judging the editor.
Okay, this next one is going to be animals in the field.
Now, okay, well, let's see where he goes. He might be cooking.
Okay, this is just going to be a TTRPG retelling of Animal Farm.
You have me.
I feel
So,
like we've done this before.
so the I've never read Animal Farm, so I can't comment further than this. That goes to Pertuset. That's fine.
I have, in fact, read Animal Farm.
I
I've never
thought
read
that's
it.
what Pigs of Silver was going to be when it was first proposed, but it was not.
Yeah,
Where's
it
the
makes perfect
romance?
sense.
Where's the romance?
I don't know. Is there romance in Animal Farm?
Definitely not.
It's a
No.
metaphorical
It's-
romance
it's
between
between-
communism and the proletariat.
It's between the animals in the barn. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Go read Animal Farm.
It's very short.
I
You're a
know it is, I've
disgrace.
just
You
never
can
done
read
it.
it in 2 hours.
We'll do that
So-
at some point.
What this final exercise was to do is to prove that all of rankings that Taryn has given thus far have no merit, no weight. But you, the audience at home, tell us which of our one-shot games you like the most, and we'll actually make it into a game, guaranteed.
Totally.
Experience of electricity coming to a game store near you.
I would
Asterisk
love to
in
learn.
20 years.
Car battery not included.
I would love to learn how to make Joy of a Nuclear Winter into a real game as described here.
please.
Just step 1, become president of the United States.
Step
Easy,
2,
now what?
Obtain plutonium.
Step 2, press the big red button. That'll send us back to 1500.
Step 2, touchdown. Get it? Because football.
Getting
football.
Fortnite.
Talk about my wife.
That's the end. That's
I
where
was
I
gonna,
figured.
if we actually judged it, I was gonna say that Taryn was right on me, but you know.
Ride on Me, that famous song?
What?
What?
Huh?
Hey, we hope you enjoyed the episode you just listened to. If you really like our content, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on YouTube, and look for us on Spotify. If you'd like to see us continuing to do more fun projects in the future, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can find our page linked in the description above all of our other social media links. And finally, if you'd like to keep up with the zany shenanigans of our lives and check out some more skit-based content and things like that, check us out on Twitter and TikTok, links in the description. And hey, thanks!